We are live and not set up because I wasn't ready in time, but you know what they say, folks. The show must go on. And where's my intro? What happened to my intro? Well, welcome to the show. I'm still not ready. I'm trying to find the opening intro file here, so bear with me. I'm Rick. This is Paranormal Theory, and we have an intro somewhere. I swear to God, I made one. I've played it for you guys before. It's pretty cool. I like it. All right, ready there now. My computer's gonna blow up. I have a lot going on right now on this. Is that even working? Hey! No. I just give up. I'm throwing myself and the computer out the window. Oh. I'm like sweating already. The intro's laggy, so I can tell. My computer may blow up tonight, folks. This is me talking in the background. Just to let you know, in case it does blow up. If I start the show with the face full of shrapnel, you'll all know why. Thank you. Alright, let's get this out of here. Thank you so much, guys. Enjoy the show. How do I just want me. There we go. Ooh. See, I wanted to have this lined up so you guys would see the clouds and stuff in the background, and then it would fade out to the screen that's behind me. That was my initial thing. And does it work? Let me see. I'm trying new things here, folks. Does it work? Hey, look, it works. Almost, kind of. Alright. Well, that was my plan for that. And then it kind of continues on in the background. I hope you like it. Alright. I'm not set up at all. Throw that. We are live on Twitch, Facebook, YouTube. I found out that Twitch has Periscope, which is a live service. Excuse me. But as of March 31st, I signed up. I go on, and they say, thanks for signing up. As of March 31st, we will no longer be using Periscope. I was like, oh, great, thanks. So I was going to try to go live on... No, was it Twitch? Twitter. There's so many twits and tweets and twats. They're all over the place. Folks, tonight we were going to do the sky watch and look at our beautiful sky in the yard, but guess what? There's clouds. You know why? Because I mentioned sky watch, and every time I do that, there's clouds. So from now on, there's no more mentioning of Skywatch. You just have to hit the little bell on YouTube. If you're watching me on Twitch, you can hit the little thing. I don't even know what's on Twitch to hit. Facebook, you can hit the little thing. I don't know. We'll be doing a sky watch as soon as there's no clouds in the sky. But that doesn't mean that we... What? Wait, what's going on here? Hold on. The hell is this? Heyo! Look at that! Live in the studio. Not really, but we'll pretend. The man, the myth, and the legend that we've all been talking about ever since the first time I've heard of his crazy, wild, and paranormal experiences. We got some music now. Alright, let's mute that. We'll get that off. Let's give it up, ladies and gentlemen. That audience just for you, buddy. Let me unmute you there.
Like, oh, yeah. You're in the middle.
I know. As soon as I played it again, I saw.
Oh, man.
I don't even know where I got that clip. I just took it offline. It is pretty funny.
Well, thanks for having me on, Rick.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, this was like a last hour thing. I was going to say minute, but it was like within the last hour. I just saw your email that you finally had the night off, and I had to jump on it. I threw down a bowl of cereal, grabbed some iced coffee, called the EMTs, and I'm ready to go, baby. Let's do it.
Awesome. Yeah, luckily this I got the 19 shot today, so work let me take it off.
Oh, good. Yeah, my buddy just got that.
Yeah.
You have to wait out here.
The first one I didn't get any side effects, so that's good.
And then what, do you go back in a couple of weeks or something, or?
What's that? I didn't.
Oh, you already had your first one, or?
Yeah, I just had it today, this afternoon.
All right, so you got no nothing yet. You're doing all right. And then do you have to go back in what, 3 weeks or 6 weeks or something like that? Yeah,
I have to go next month, so to get the second one. But it's pretty easy. It's not as bad as you think it is. So it feels like a little mosquito bite when they take the shot. So
it's just a little.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
I thought the guy would, the guy with the rubber glove, I thought he'd come by with this huge needle, but it wasn't that bad. He was surprisingly gentle. So.
Well, that's good to know.
So I guess you wanted to, you had some questions for me.
Yeah, I actually had. I didn't set up, as you know, but I can grab them while we're talking. Those you had sent. All right, for anyone who doesn't know, Gamevet here has tons of experiences. You drive what, an 18-wheeler, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so he drives around and he sees everything that you can think of, okay? Because he's a magnet for this stuff. And he sent in several of his experiences to be read on Tales of the Unknown, which is the series I do here, where you have your own experience set into a video, blah, blah, blah. Then he sent me actual drawings of what he was talking about. So I wanted to get him on to explain it, because I was going to show them last night's show, but I didn't know what I was looking at. So if luck would have it, the next day it's cloudy and he has it off, and here we are. So I wanted to show those, and then you can tell about, instead of me playing, I was going to play the video again of me blabbing,
Oh, yeah.
I was going to play that again of me telling the story, but to have you on here and tell the story and then describe what we're seeing in those pictures is 1,000 times better, because I'm terrible at explaining things unless it's visually. So let me pull these up. Yeah. So the first one I'm looking at now, if you want to start, maybe you can start just talking about it, if you'd like, is the I'm gonna pull up that horseshoe shaped one. So I want to,
Okay.
and of course I can't find it. I had this all set up last night too. It took me like at least 20 minutes to get it from my phone to my computer. But I'll keep looking at it. Yeah.
I don't think I have it on my computer either, but I know that you showed it on one of the previous shows. So what happened was we had this huge thunderstorm roll through, and we had a bunch of tornado warnings and all that stuff, and the actual tornado siren went off, and we were all at home. I had my wife and daughter, and once we heard the tornado siren, that thing's like right across the street outside. Once we heard that, we're like, okay, let's go downstairs. So we went downstairs for about 20 minutes. We were watching the radar of the storm, and then it looked like it was past us, or just past our town. So we went upstairs, and my wife says, you should look out the window to see if the clouds are past, make sure it's safe outside. So yeah, that's a good idea. So I go around the bed and I open up the blinds a little bit.
Yep.
And here I see those 8 lights, like in a curve. And then I see this ship sitting there right across the street. It was probably 2 blocks away. 2 sets of trees, one in between the one field, and then right by our house, there's another row of trees. And above the furthest tree line, this craft is just sitting there, just hovering. And I said, I was kind of like a deer in the headlights. I was like, what is that now? And so I'm like, I turned and I said, honey, come here. You got to look at this. And then she goes, oh, what, the plane outside? I'm like, no, come here. So she goes around the bed, and I'm trying to get my phone. It's in my pocket. I'm trying to get my phone, and I'm selecting video and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden she opens up the blind. Well, while I'm sitting here trying to get the phone, this craft is basically kind of turning my direction, moving about this fast, and then kind of moving sideways and forward right towards my window. And then by the time she got over to the window, it was about a block away. It was right above the field, right across the street from our house. And then she opens up the blind and she says, oh my. And then she couldn't even get God out. The lights dimmed down real slow. They went, like this, and the thing just vanished.
What?
And this thing had to be at least 2 stories tall.
My God.
At least almost a block wide. It was huge. And it looked like it was from Star Wars, or something like that, because it was like a horseshoe or C-shaped craft, and then it had all these boxes and weird circles sticking out of it, and it looked like how the Millennium Falcon has all the boxes and weird stuff on the outside exterior of the body. It kind of looked like that, but this thing was like a charcoal gray, if not black, craft. And then with the distinction of the inside circle, it had these louvers on it, and the louvers went all around the inside, and the louvers were on the outside of these big lights, and the lights were actually inside the louvers, and it looked like, I don't know,
I've actually got the picture here.
Okay, it almost looked like the louvers could close or something like that. I don't know, but it was
there it is.
Yeah.
That is out of Star Wars here. I'm a big Star Wars fan, and that's definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it was a real dark, like either a charcoal gray, real dark color, or like a flat black or something like that. It was real menacing. This picture makes it look like it's from Star Wars, but honestly, it had a lot more squares and circles sticking out of the sides, and I think it even had more louvers on the sides going around in the middle, stuff like that.
Yeah, I wonder, I was wondering, like, where these lines can... Oh, wait, I can't show... Hold on, let me show it on the Can you see my cursor moving on the picture? I can't
Yeah.
tell. Okay.
Yeah.
So where these lines come across and then like go to these lines that, you know, circle the inside, I'm wondering if like this thing separates, you know what I mean, at those lines, and like this thing can like
Maybe.
reconfigure kind of, because it kind of looks
Maybe.
like it's like
Maybe
modules,
it's.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe it could stack together, and then certain sections could come off.
Right.
Like I've seen videos of some craft that look similar to this, but they're more narrow. They're not as tall. This thing seemed incredibly tall, and in the videos I've seen, they seem like they're really, short. So I almost wonder if you have something there where it could separate, and it could be like 3 or 4 of them all connected together like Legos.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Like, because they're interlocked in here like Tetris pieces, you know, and they could like
Right.
slide in and out easily.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, what is? It's like, what do you even make of this? Like,
I don't know.
my
Those lights were
God.
it's those lights were as tall as the craft was, so or
Oh
just
my
about as
God.
tall. I mean, those lights. Like I'm in a 2-story townhome,
Right.
and it looked the same size. Just sitting in the air. I'm like, what? So, yeah. I mean, so unfortunately, I couldn't get my phone recording. By the time I got my phone up to the window, it snapped out of our reality. It was gone.
Yeah. That's how
But
it always
knowing,
happens.
looking out the window after it disappeared, it's like, it's not gone. It's sitting right there, but you just can't see it.
Right. Sitting there watching you.
That's
My
crazy.
God. That's like, it's like you're just sitting there trying to figure out like what all these like things do. Like, why are the lights in the middle? Why is it curved? You know, what are
Yeah.
these
Like,
lines for?
and then, like, I couldn't tell you what the front or back is. I mean, I'd imagine this is the front, like the inside circle, that's the front.
Right.
Because the direction it was moving forward. Like from this picture, it was coming
It's
at
like
us.
coming towards us. Right. I know what you
Yeah.
mean.
But I
Wow.
don't know. It's just crazy.
That is nuts, man. All right, let's
Yeah.
go on to the. I have the next one here too. Let me make sure I got it set up. Yeah, this one is crazy. All right, now you also said that somebody else you've talked to has seen this same
Right.
thing that I'm about to bring up. Did I bring it up? Yeah, I did. All right.
Yep. Okay. Now this
All
guy,
right.
this one, it looked like a droid from Star Wars. Or yeah, they have those big tall droids on Star Wars.
Yep.
Now one night I was going to work. I was just leaving the gas station. It happened to be the day before I got my dash cam sent in the mail, and I was leaving the gas station. I come up to the 4-way intersection, and I was turning left, and then all of a sudden I saw something in the corner of my eye, and it was moving from my right to left, and it was dropping down as it was moving forward. There was a gas station on the right across the street and a Burger King on the left across the street. And this thing crossed the intersection, just behind the intersection. It crossed right in my line of sight, went behind the Burger King, and this thing was probably a quarter to the size of the building. And then as I was turning left, it just dipped down below the building, so you couldn't see the top of it anymore. And as I turned my head to look and see it come out the other side, because it should have been matched my speed as I was taking the other road, it was gone. It disappeared, and there was nowhere for it to go because when it's behind that Burger King, there's also a little strip mall that's like a L. And if it would have continued going forward, it would have run right into the damn building.
Right.
Then it was gone. It just disappeared.
It just
But I
disappeared.
couldn't get the mouth right, but it almost looked just like Einstein's face, like the side of his face, like a big nose. It looked like it had a etched in mustache, and then the mouth was very distinct. It kind of went straight. I'm not a good drawer at all, but it kind of went
Oh, it's all right.
back and then went down, like it was like this thing was pissed off. But this also had the the squares and circles protruding out the sides, and then it had this mechanical arm on the back.
What?
That had the one joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had the one joint on the back, and then it had another joint by its. It had like this metal claw-looking thing on the back, and it was sitting. I don't know how to explain it. It was positioned just like that.
Well, yeah, like sticking straight out the back, like.
It
Like
was,
kind of on the side, like of the back.
Yeah, like a backhoe would on the back of a tractor.
Oh, all right. Now, what are these lines around the eyes? Are these like eyebrows, or were those like?
It looked like hair. Like it had
What the
etched in
hell
hair.
is this thing, dude?
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like it had etched in hair. It was just crazy.
My
And like
God.
it had this round thing sticking out the side, and it looked like a half round, like a half circle deal sticking out the side, but then it fit in perfectly with the face where that looked like the nose.
Oh, okay. So right here. What the hell?
Yeah.
Oh, it's like I don't even know where do you begin like trying to decipher what this is? Like, is it sitting there watching you, or I mean?
Right. Well, yeah. It had the very distinct eyeball, and it was looking in my direction.
Oh, so this is just one eye. We're not looking at a side view. Are we looking at a side view, or is this
it's like a side view of a face.
Oh, okay.
So this is exactly how I saw it. It was traveling this direction from right to left. Then this would be like the side of the face. So you see the one eye, the half of the nose, and the mouth. So it's like it's moving like this.
I mean, were there any lights on it or anything that was lit up or nothing?
No lights. No lights at all.
And this is in the daytime or nighttime?
Yeah, this was it was what time was that? This was probably about 6:20 in the evening, so the sun didn't set yet.
All right,
and
so you can see this thing like define just going through the sky, and you're right.
And this thing was the exact same color as that ship was. And it had the same it had the same things sticking out as that ship had. Like it had the squares and rectangles and circles sticking out of it. It had antennas on the top of it. It looked like, if you didn't see the face on it, it looked just like that one tall droid on Star Wars. When they go into the when they go into the bar or whatever, there's that one droid in the corner. It's like a real tall one. It looked a lot like that, but this one was much scarier. It actually made me feel like I had a huge weight on my shoulders, like dread. It almost made me feel sick to my stomach.
Really?
And I didn't feel good after seeing that, and the whole night I didn't feel good. Then I was talking to one of my friends, and they said they've seen one of those too. But they didn't see the face. They didn't see the face or the arm on it, but they saw one just like that, and it was the same color.
Right.
Yeah. So that was May 23rd, 2020 is when I had that sighting. And like I said, it looked like the side of Einstein's face.
That's so weird, man. And it's like floating away, but like looking at you, you know what I mean? And it gives you that feeling. And it's like, have you ever had that feeling with any of these other sightings that you've had? Anything?
Not as bad as this one, no.
Really? Wow.
That ship, the ship that we saw, I was more like, wow, look at that. I was really excited. I was excited about it. This one, it made me really wish I hadn't seen it.
Oh, wow. That's
like
scary
Green Man
stuff.
calls that. Yeah, Green Man calls that the arm on the back a cattle catcher. He says maybe that thing catches the cattle. I don't know.
Oh, that could be right. It's flying through the field, just goes, doop, scoops one up. Yeah.
But this thing had to be like, the size of a car, like a mid-sized car. If you had the car standing up on end on its back bumper, like standing straight up, that's how big it was.
Wow. My God.
Yeah, it wasn't small. It was big.
No, I mean, I can picture it too when you're saying, the size of the Burger King, because I drive by them all the time, and you know how big
Right.
that building is, and just see this thing just floating around behind it and then
Yeah.
disappearing. It's like,
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, like, because when it dropped behind the building, when the top of that thing dropped under the building's roof, I would have to say it was probably maybe maybe 3 feet off the ground, 2.5, 3 feet off the ground. So it wasn't small at all.
right.
But yeah, it was really, really creepy.
My gosh, man. That's great. Well, thanks for sharing that one. I mean, I wanted to definitely get this one out here because I've never seen anything like it, but hopefully we can get, like you said, you had somebody else who's seen it. So, I mean, I'm sure there's
Right.
another person out there at least who's seen it, We can get
Yeah,
it
if
out
anybody
there.
sees this stuff, I mean, let me know, let Rick know. I'm writing a journal down of everything I see, I write down. And that's what I've been sending Rick, just to get the word out there. I mean, I don't want to be like the guy, oh, look at this guy, he's got another sighting, whatever.
Right.
It's real stuff. And I don't want to be annoying or anything like that. I just want to get this stuff out there. The UFO craft and stuff like that, my wife is deathly afraid of this stuff. That's why I don't show it on my channel. That's why I'm sharing it with Rick, because I'm very limited on what I can talk about.
Right.
And and I still want to get the word out. So, that's why we're here. So I
Right.
encourage everybody else to do it. I mean, please send in the stuff. I'm trying to figure it all out. I'm doing a show this weekend. I put some puzzle pieces together, and hopefully, if everybody lets us know about their sighting and stuff, we can try to figure it out.
Yeah, the more people that, talk about it and, you know, record it like you do, where it is, what time it was, you know what I mean, what it looked, drawing it down is great if you don't have a camera. But then you said again, we were talking before the show off the air, and you said that this one sighting alone made you don't even want this stuff to happen. You're not out there, just to, hey, look at me, everybody, I see something every day. You don't even want to have this stuff happen.
No,
You just want to live a normal life, like everybody else. And
after this one was before that craft I showed you.
right.
After this one, it made me really think, wow, do I really want to see this stuff? I mean, you know what I mean? I don't know
Right.
what this is. I mean, it could just, you could probably pick your car up and take you away. I mean, you don't know. It's
Right.
scary stuff.
It is. If
You know,
it's
I
got
was
a big
listening
arm on it
to,
now, I mean.
well, I was listening to that David Politis, missing 411. One of his last episodes, he said that there was somebody in camping or whatever. It made me think of it when you were talking about that. And they said that in the tree line, they heard like walking back and forth, almost like pacing. And their story is that they actually saw a person like lurking in the woods. And he or she grew up with family that was police and, firefighters and all that stuff. And they thought that their family was messing with them, and the person that witnessed this, they grabbed the shotgun and they were going to shoot this person in the woods and all this stuff. But then he thought, well, if it's my uncle or whatever, I don't want to be the guy that shot my uncle.
Right.
So after I heard that, I had to say I had a very similar story, which I told you guys a while back. That I was sitting at a campfire, and I also heard pacing back and forth in the tree line. And it was at my folks' house on 5 acres of land. And this went on for over 3 hours, this pacing back and forth. And after hearing that story, I'm like, wow, there is something going on. There really is. So, yeah,
Wow.
it's scary stuff. And, if you're going to go out and hunt for this stuff, I don't recommend doing it alone, honestly.
No, right. Definitely want to go out with at least one other person anywhere you
Yeah.
go,
Because I'm happy that I'm in a truck, I'm in that big truck, and if something is in my way or something's trying to get me, I'm going to push through it no matter what. I have one of those big cattle catchers on the front of the truck, so if I hit it, it's that push bar thing will take the brunt of it, but then I'll definitely stop and take pictures after, that.
Oh God, is that what those are? Those big bars on the front of the trucks to push the deer and cattle out of the way?
Yeah, cattle or deer or whatever. Because we have a ton of deer up here that jump across the highway whenever you get real close. The headlights, they blind them, so all they see is like a bright white light, and they don't know what the hell is happening. So then they just dart. And they dart right in front of the truck.
Oh, all right.
And then, and you're going 65 mile an hour down the highway, and all of a sudden there's a deer right in front of you. You can't stop. So
no, there's nothing you can do.
Dumb things.
See you later there, Bambi.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, you don't see a lot of... We don't have, like, tons of deers up here where I drive around, but, all the little squirrels. God, I see a million of those a day. Poor little guys, but I mean, dude. I mean, So what is the deal with Sightings on the Wheels? Because I seen you popping up with that name now, and we get the intro. Is that going to be your new? Is that your channel name, or is that your?
Yeah,
new name?
that's my channel name. I wanted to try it out, see what it looked like in the chat.
I love it.
But it looks too big. When I type something, that's all you see is Sightings on 18 wheels, and I'm like, hi. It takes up a paragraph. It's like, no, I don't. So I might change.
If you want some help with that, let me know. I just got some. I mean, I don't have the best software and stuff, but it's got some cool text and stuff like that, effects and like stuff like that, and I like working on it. So, if you wanted,
cool.
if you needed any help with like the text and all that, it's got some pretty cool options in there that I like to fool around with. So it doesn't look too big or stick out too much, you know what I mean?
That'd be sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, send me any videos you want, and I'll throw something together for you.
Okay. I might take some more. I want just with this daylight savings time crap that we have, it finally changed back, but it got dark early and all that stuff, and so now I'll be able to take more live shots, and I'll definitely do that. I'll send some your way and see what we can come up with. That'd be great.
Hell
I appreciate
man.
that.
Yeah, no problem, dude. I like helping people out, where I can. I don't have many skills, but if you want editing or cooking, I can help you out.
Well, I like to eat. You can look at me and say,
all right, yeah. We're best friends now, then. That's all I do is eat. If I'm not eating, I'm thinking about eating. And while I'm eating, I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat next.
Right.
So bad.
I was watching a show the other day, and he said, I got some camping gear. I want to go camping. I'm like, let's do this. I got to catch a plane, go out and ski.
Oh, yeah, man. Come up here.
And then I was thinking, Rick's going to say no because he doesn't want to deal with all the crap I deal with.
You'll get off the plane, and behind you will be Bigfoot. There'll be an alien, a dog man with luggage. They'll all be walking up down the thing. You're waving like you're the president up there. I'm like, oh yeah.
Hey,
trying to jump off a bridge. I brought some friends, Rick. Hope you don't mind. Yeah. Okay, thanks. UFO like escorting you the plane to landing.
Yeah, a couple of those bet spheres.
They're like they're spinning around you as you're walking down off the plane. You're controlling them. I can't take it, man. I'm gonna choke. Oh, all right. All right, let's control it. Look, I gotta control myself here. Yeah, I mean, it's just. Folks, go and listen to the stories that I have of some of the things. And you talk a lot about these things on your show, too. So I want people to go over there to your channel, Sightings on 18 Wheels, and listen to first-hand accounts, I mean.
Yeah, I like to talk to everybody about this stuff. I mean, I like to do one-on-ones. Yeah, I'm a truck driver. I'm not a journalist, all this and that. I I don't know rocket science or whatever, but I'm interested in this field, and I like to put stuff together, like the stuff I've seen. I'd like to know if anybody else seen the same things and when that happened, and try to figure out why we see this stuff, because they say certain people see this, certain people don't, and I'm just trying to figure out why that is, or but our old friend Gutter, he always said that we see this stuff because they like us. There might be something to that. I mean, he also said that they bring us close together and things like this. With the evidence that I've come up with lately, it's very strange that all of us that see this stuff, we do come together. And I've met a lot of musicians lately that have seen the same type of things, and it's very bizarre how all this comes together. But I mean, if you think about everybody that is in the chat rooms, everybody that watches the same videos, we all basically have the same experiences, and it's just crazy. I can't wrap my head around it.
Right. It's like the synchronicity that they talk about.
Yeah.
And then it's like you attract those people, and something maybe they could, something that the unknown that we're exploring that we don't understand could be the force that's driving us all together. Like it pulls us all together in some unknown way that we're not aware of, or because I haven't had anything really happen to me like anybody else who's had a lot of experiences, but I'm just as invested in it as you or somebody who has had it. You know what I mean? So it's
See, what I don't understand
strange.
is what I don't understand is, okay, like my channel, Green Man is part of my channel. Okay, the Norm is a part of my channel. Both those guys are musicians. Another one that I'm going to be mentioning here soon on my channel, he's a musician. So it's like, for some reason, all these musicians happen to be coming into my life about talking about all this stuff and having experiences. And it's like, I'm not a musician, I'm a guy that drives a truck. I mean, as a kid, I flew model airplanes. They used to build them with my grandfather. I know a lot about airplanes and aeronautics and stuff like that. I've been a garage mechanic ever since I was 10, but I've never played a guitar or played drums or anything like that. So I don't understand where the connection is with that, and it's like,
it's strange, like.
But yeah, lately, I mean, I've been just meeting all sorts of musicians and stuff, and it's bizarre,
Maybe they're gonna have you'll have like the first paranormal band,
Maybe. We'll see what the spring brings, I guess.
That spaceship will turn into a big stage.
Well, I guess every band needs a truck driver, right, to haul all the stuff, so you never know.
That's true. You'd be the roadie for E.T. and the extraterrestrials. Well, if you fly in that big ship, that could be the ship that takes all the stuff around. That'd be pretty cool. Come pick me up. I want to get the hell out of here, too.
Yeah, that thing would make a pretty cool backstage prop, too, with all the lights on it.
It, like, opens up. There's levels and pipes and steam shooting out.
Right, lasers and all that stuff.
Yeah, fire. Oh God, man, it's too funny. So, yeah, I really didn't have too much more for tonight because I wasn't planning on doing the show, and this is awesome though to have you on. Did you have any other stories, or maybe something special you're working on or coming up?
Well, there is one, but I kind of want to save it.
Oh yeah, please do then. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, well. Yeah, I want to save that.
Save it, yeah, save it for a special occasion.
But I definitely want to have you involved with it, so...
oh, well, thank you, yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely want to know. I actually had something I've been keeping in my pocket, too, which I'm going to talk to you later about, and a few other people, so, yeah. It's pretty cool stuff.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
if you guys see anything, let us know, man. I don't want to be the only guy that keeps sending in stuff, you know.
No, right. Absolutely. Send them in because, I mean, right there, I think that's the first story I've heard where you've seen that craft and then that you've told me somebody else you talked to has seen it. Besides the, when you saw those balls. Tell us real quick before you go about the spheres that you saw in the, it
Oh,
was in the parking lot, right?
the bet spheres.
Yes.
Okay, so the story goes with that is I was on my route at night and was driving along the highway. All of a sudden, I come up to, in the middle of the highway, they have those roads where the cops sit to catch speeders.
Oh, yeah.
Um, so I come up over the hill and the road's right there, and all of a sudden I see something kind of shining, and it looked like it was in a line. And I happen to look over, and here are these basketball size stainless steel looking orbs. Okay, and they were hovering. There was three on the top. There was 1, 2, 3. They were evenly spaced, and then 2 on the bottom of those. And they were about 2.5 feet off the ground, just hovering there. And I passed that, and I'm like, okay, what the heck is that? That's weird. So then I was thinking, well, my coworker's about 15, 20 minutes behind me. Maybe he'll see something.
Right.
So I go to my stop, and I, ditch the trailer. I'm sitting in the break room, and all of a sudden my coworker comes in, and he was just stone faced, like he saw himself or something like that. And he walks in the door, just, no emotion, no expression. He goes and drops off the paperwork at the front desk, and then he sits next to me at the table, and he just sits down. I'm like, "Are you okay there, buddy?" And he says, "Oh, yeah, I'm okay." And I'm like, can I ask you something?" He says, "Yeah." I said, "You didn't happen to see anything tonight, did you?" And he says, "Well, as a matter of fact, Dougie, I did. A couple of miles from here, I happened to cross where the cops sit, and I swear to God, I saw these 5 basketball stainless steel things floating in the air. And there was 3 of them, and then there was 2 on the bottom." I'm like, thank God I'm not seeing stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
Thank God.
Wow, man.
And then
I
I
mean,
happened to find. I don't know if you guys ever listened to Ronnie Dawson's stories or whatever. Maybe I can pull this up. But
yeah, please do.
Ronnie's buddy actually has one of these bet spheres. Let me see here.
Now these are like stainless steel balls. For anybody who doesn't know, they're
Yeah.
what about some are the size of a basketball, some are smaller, right?
Yeah, they're basketball size. Oops.
Now where do
I'm
these
sorry.
are these made by man, or are they, did somebody find these in a cave somewhere? What are these things? Like,
Apparently, as the story goes, this couple, the Betts family, found one of these in a field. I believe it was 1974. They found these things. Ronnie Dawson, his buddy, found one. I don't know what year. He found his in a field, kind of in the middle of nowhere, just sitting there in the field. And the story is the exact same as how the original people found it.
Now, did he find it near them, or was it in a totally different state, or?
That I don't know. I haven't gotten that far yet to research it.
I'll have to look into this. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Just find this thing sitting in a field.
I have the thing now. Let's see here. So yeah, I mean, honestly, when I saw these things, they looked fake. They looked like it looked like a program, like somebody programmed them to be there on the side of the road. Like, it looked like a computer generated image.
Really?
You know what I mean?
Like, wow.
But it was very real. There's one video on his channel, on Ronnie Dawson's channel, that actually looks fake, and that's exactly how it looks. It looks
That's how
like
you
it's
saw it.
yeah, it looks fake, but it's real. It's like, wow. I mean, it's unbelievable. All right, here we go. All right. All right, let's see if that works. You see it?
Do I have to pull it up, or do you?
Yeah,
Oh, there it is. Oh, okay, sorry.
Here, I'll
I'm sitting over
restart
here
it.
just like amazed at what you're telling me. I'm like,
But yeah, it honestly, it looks fake,
my
but it's not.
God. Wow. And this is exactly what you saw. You saw 5 of these?
Yeah, 5.
Just floating, like.
Just floating over the road. And then
were they moving, or are they just totally
No,
still? Like
totally
like
still.
it wants to get over that ridge.
Wow.
They were
It's trying to get over that ridge bad, you know.
they were totally still,
Like, I want to get over
just
that ridge.
hovering
Mute
over the
that a little
road.
bit.
The night after we saw them, oops, here, hang on one second.
Oh. Sorry.
The night after we saw them, there was 5 state troopers sitting in that same spot.
Really? 5 of them?
Yeah.
Whoa, I wonder if maybe those state troopers you saw were the balls, and now this time they were, before they couldn't switch fast enough to like pretend they were cops, and now they're like, oh wait, he's coming again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It could be like how were they?
Into.
It's so weird,
like,
man. Like,
I don't know. But
what
yeah,
were they doing?
I have no idea. And then just to be sitting out in the middle of nowhere.
Right, and why would they be in that one spot when they could be anywhere? It's like, what were they doing? Like, have you been past that spot again? And
Oh yeah, I drive.
Obviously,
I drive by it every night.
And you look at it, you look for them. I'm sure.
Yeah, I do. I have that new Psionics camera now, so that every night, I have it fully charged, and I have it in my hand. Right?
Ready.
As I'm driving by, I'm like, all right, I'm going to get you. Damn it. And then the next night, all right, I'm going to get you. Damn it. So I know my dash cam won't pick it up. I named my dash cam Starscream because if you remember the Transformers, the cartoon, Megatron, he'd always be pissed at Starscream, and he'd say, you failed me again, Starscream, and start choking him. And that's how I feel about my dash cam, because every time I think I record something, it never records it. Ever.
Right.
Like, I have a lot more sightings, but I mean, I almost don't want to say them because, people say, oh, you don't have video to back it up. Yeah. It's like, sometimes these things, they know you're recording, and they just go above your camera lens where it won't pick it up.
Right.
Or
you're just too late to like get your camera in time, and it's already gone by the time you do. Because you're not there. When you see something like this, you're not thinking, oh, let me go grab my camera and just hold it right there and frame for a minute.
If you haven't seen one before and it's your first time seeing one, you are like a deer in the headlights. Honestly, you're like, whoa, and you totally freeze, and you're like, you don't know what to do. Right. You're trying to
compute in your head what's going on, and you have like no idea, no way to react to it because you've never seen anything like it.
Yeah. Well, last fall was really busy for this stuff, and I actually saw a few. Well, I saw a few go by the house, and they were like these little blue dots, right?
Right.
And they looked like orbs, but they weren't. It was like the top of them was inside something, like the light was recessed inside. Like I have those kind of lights in my down here, but it looked like the light was coming from inside of a cup or something. You know what I mean? So you'd see the bottom of the orb, you'd see the bottom of the blue orb, but you wouldn't see the top. And I had a whole bunch of these things fly in front of the house, just right over the top of me. And then in the middle of all these little ones, there's this oval one that was huge, and on the whole bottom of this oval thing, whatever it was like a dull blue color light, that would slowly turn on and then turn off and then turn on and turn off. And it would slowly turn on and turn off. And I do believe that, like, I've seen the dull blue colors, I've seen white, I've seen red, and I almost wonder if, like, the colors on these craft or whatever they are like different, factions of races or something like that. Like, one race uses this color, one race uses this color, stuff like that. But it was like that oval thing. It almost seemed like it had somebody of high importance in it. You know what I mean? It was like a presidential.
What do they call it? Yeah, the I know what you mean. How big was this? Like, how big were the little ones, and how compared to how big the larger oval?
The little ones were. The little ones were really tiny. They were probably. I don't know. Because they were pretty far up in the air. They were pretty tiny, but that oval one was pretty damn big. It had to be bigger than a regular car.
My God, man! They just floating across, or were they moving real fast?
Yeah, they were going. They were traveling all at the same speed, and then some looked like they were in constellation patterns, like you'd see in the stars.
Right.
And then some would be almost like in a half circle. You'd see the dot, and then they weren't flying, this way. They were flying this way, going across the sky. Just crazy stuff. And then,
oh my God,
as soon as the one, I would call it the swarm. As soon as the one swarm would go by, that oval table thing went by, and then there was a few more stragglers, and then there was like almost a little swarm again of them. So yeah, it's like they were protecting something.
Yeah, like an escort, like when they escort, the president across to wherever, and wow.
Yeah, like I've seen swarm videos, where people see these white orbs and they're just kind of a cluster. It looks like a thing of bees, This was actually, it wasn't like that. It's like every one of those things had a purpose and they knew exactly what they were doing.
Wow. How many would you estimate? Was like a dozen or a couple hundred?
It was over 100. It was over 100.
Wow.
Easily.
What's that video you had where you can see in the distance like this little light, probably a UFO zigzagging, like, and you did this in the winter, I remember, during the lockdown last year or something, right?
Yeah, that one, I don't know what that is. That one was super far away, but I wouldn't have picked it up if I didn't have that Psionics camera. That one didn't have a light on it. It was just, from what it looked like, it looks different when you stream it on YouTube because it really takes the quality down.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but when I actually saw it through the camera, and if you look on the, I have the main copy on my computer. If you look at that copy, it looks like it's like a charcoal gray, almost black, like a dot type thing. You can't see, like I say, it's so far away. But it was actually moving down and would go to the left, down to the left, down to the left. And then it would just keep traveling like that until it disappeared. I couldn't see it anymore. And I wish that video were better, but I
could still see it. You have to look, but I could still make it out. And this thing was going nuts that I was looking at. I'm like, what is that?
Like, it would go by a star, and then it would almost stop, and then turn left, and then go down again. It would kind of like slow down, speed up as it was doing the little zigzag. It was really weird. But yeah, I want to get the camera out again here when it warms up, and keep recording and stuff. I see more stuff now by my house than I do on the road.
Really?
It's crazy. Yeah.
Do you think they're starting to close in on you? They figured out where you live now?
I don't know.
They're like, wait, we don't have to chase this guy around on a highway. I know where he lives. Come on, guys.
Right. I don't know. I feel like sometimes I'm being watched. Like, I know a couple weeks ago, I saw one of those blue orbs again, and I was driving. I was doing my route. I was back in Minnesota, and I happened to look in this field, and it's an empty field. It was just one of those blue orbs, and it looked like one from last fall that was, caravanning that oval one. It was just sitting there in the field, and I slowed down, and I happened to just look over at it, and it was just sitting there, just hovering above the field, and it was probably hovering at my eye level as I'm sitting in the truck.
All right.
And I
can imagine that, yeah.
So I said, "Hi, how you doing? Good to see you," as I passed by, and I haven't seen it again.
Oh, all right. I was going to say, don't tell me it said something back to you.
No, it didn't.
Jumped out of my window right now.
My one experience with the black dot, the one story I sent to MUFON, I was actually driving back on the highway, and I saw this black dot, and I said, I'm going to try catching up to this thing, right? So I hit the gas, and as I hit the gas, this thing went faster. And then I said, "Oh, you're a little trickster. Oh, okay." So then I hit the brakes, and as I hit the brakes, this thing slowed down too with me. It was like it could read my mind. Yeah, so then I hit the gas again. I'm like, "All right, let's see what you got." And I hit the gas, and it sped up to as fast as I was going, and all of a sudden, since I said, "Let's see what you got," all of a sudden this thing takes off, and it zoomed between the two buildings in Minneapolis. It just went straight in between the two buildings. It was just crazy.
My God, how far away was this thing?
This thing was pretty far away from me. I mean, it had to be, I don't know, maybe half a mile to a mile away from me.
Wow.
But it looked
just
like a
took
little.
Off, you're like,
Yeah. I mean, it looked like a little speck.
My God, man.
Just craziness. But yeah, this stuff is out there. You just have to look.
Right. Or just ride shotgun with you.
Right. Yeah, just get strapped in. We got a seatbelt for you.
No turning back now. It's like that sign on the roller coaster.
Yeah,
Last
lock
chance.
the door. Board up the window. So they can't jump out.
You're gonna see something now, dude.
Yeah. Hold on, it's gonna be a bumpy ride.
Yeah. Oh my God. I can't even. Oh, I'm gonna lose it tonight. All right. So, what else do we got? Anything else for tonight?
I think that's it, man.
I think, yeah, because you have a lot of things, and we don't want to have them all on at once anyways. Plus, I want people to go over, show your support over on your channel. You got a lot of things coming up. Sightings on 18 Wheels is the name of it, right?
Yeah, thank you. I know it.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm not doing much to the channel now. It's been cold, and I've been working a lot, and family comes first. But
yeah,
once everything settles down again, I'm going to be out there and recording, and hopefully I'll be posting again and stuff like that. And
yeah, and anytime you get one of these off nights, shoot me an email and we'll throw something together. You share a few more stories, maybe a couple videos or something of some stuff you've had.
yeah,
I know you got a
absolutely.
bunch of videos up, so we can always play those and tell us about it, and
Yeah,
do whatever. Talk about bacon
and I love bacon. You can look at me.
That's my favorite food. We'll do a whole show on bacon.
I was actually making bacon last weekend. I was about to grab my recorder and record it, then send it to you and say, "What do you think of that?"
I would have been like, yes. I take pictures of like everything I eat. I'm so bad. I used to put them up on Facebook like every day, and then like people just stopped following me. Like nobody's thumbing up my comments, my posts anymore, so I had to stop.
That's
I
awesome.
probably just didn't want to see my food anymore, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well, go on with your night. I want to thank you for that's awesome that I caught your email just in time, and this was like a last minute thing. Within the last hour, we had this up and running, so this worked out perfectly.
That's cool. Thank you so much, man. I enjoy your show. You're so awesome. You're real nice guy. We all love you, and
thank you.
I just hope everybody sends in stuff. I love to watch it. I know you do, and it's just great. I really appreciate your show.
Oh, thanks, man. That's real nice. Now I don't know what to say. I'm blushing, and I'm terrible with compliments, but thank you.
Oh, and I was going to say, too, if you wanted Kermit to say, welcome to a creepy show or something, I'm sure he'll say that.
Oh, we can get Kermit to do a voiceover for Creepyville.
Yeah. Oh, it's Kermit. This is welcome to Creepyville. Oh. I'm scared.
Somebody hold Rick, me. I can't even do the voice.
Can you hold my hand, Rick?
Let's record that for. Please, yeah, I want to record something like that and put it into the Creepyville because I just threw together the Creepyville song. That's all me.
They're sitting in the car and they're like.
Did you notice Toonces in there? Did anybody notice Toonces, the cat who could drive from Saturday Night Live?
That's awesome.
I threw him in there. I didn't know if anybody would notice that. That was my favorite all-time skit of all time when I was.
I wonder if they had Triumph the comic dog driving a car.
Oh, that's a good one. I can get in there. It can poop on you.
You're the greatest person in the entire universe for me to poop on.
Oh.
All right. Well, with that,
yeah, let's go. We gotta go. You gotta go. I gotta go crazy. You're already there.
All right, man. I'll send you some sound files.
It's great, man. All right, yeah. We'll put that in for Kermit, and then send me some of those things for your intro video there. We'll see what he can do. Maybe if you like a certain type of music, or I'll throw something together, and you let me know.
Cool, man. Thank you very much.
Get that. Yeah, I'll be off this weekend, so I can work on it starting probably Friday or something.
All right.
Friday morning. Get up and get some coffee. And do we have anybody in the chat? I just wanted to say hi. You can go if you want. I'm just gonna see my chat room. I don't want to keep you if you have things to do, but we got Chuck Bam in the room. Stu Gerson. I just wanted to say hi to everybody.
Good to see you.
I didn't say hi to anybody the whole show, so. But thanks, buddy, for coming, and we definitely want to have you on again, man. We'll do like one little story at a time. You know what I mean? Spread it out.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, awesome. All right.
Hopefully we'll have more.
Then, you. Hopefully. That's a given.
You never know. You never know. I mean, honestly, I don't watch.
True.
I don't look for it. It just happens. So.
Yeah.
I know I haven't seen much this whole winter, but I don't know. I have some footage I have to go over, and it looks like I might have something again. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, cool. So let us know, man.
That's a teaser. So.
Yeah, stay tuned. You have to come back now.
All right, man. Well, thanks everybody for showing up. I appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Awesome. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
We will see you next time.
Later.
All right. Have a good night, buddy.
All right. We'll see you all.
Right, take care. See you. All right, folks. Look it up. I don't even have the camera set up. No wonder it's... I had nothing set up for tonight. I was going to do the Skywatch, as you guys know, out in the yard. And what happened? What happened? The clouds moved in. Every time I announce the Skywatch, the clouds move in. Which prevents us from seeing anything in the sky, obviously. So... I was checking my email. Gamevet said, hey, I got the night off. I'm getting my COVID shot. I got the night off. Maybe we can get together. I was sitting there. I'm like, all right, let's do it. Finally, we get him on, tell his stories, first-hand accounts of those pictures that he sent in of what he saw. Thank you so much. Oh, he gets one of these, too. So, hence I wasn't ready at the time, and I had nothing else set up for the show tonight. But I do have, I'm not going to sit there and mumble about stuff coming up, but I do have, for the next show, I wanted to show you guys what I had lined up. I'll probably be doing a show tomorrow night because it's my Friday. Alright. Oh, I don't even have it lined up. 30 United States maps that are going to blow your mind. You're going to question your own reality after seeing these maps, okay? I haven't even seen them myself because I want to stay sane for you guys. But we're going to take a look at them, alright? All 30 of them. Well, probably not. I mean, we can't take an in-depth look at 30 maps because then we'll be sitting there forever. But you know what I mean. We'll glance over them. Got 30 maps that are going to blow your mind. From all the way from funny maps to paranormal maps to UFO maps. You're going to see it all. What else do I have planned for you? I don't know. I'll think of a few. I got a few things in the paranormal news. I had a video I was going to show. Maybe we'll go to Creepyville tomorrow night. Watch some creepy videos. Maybe I'll premiere one of my thoughts and theories episodes during the show, and then you guys can leave comments while we're talking. And that way I can hold you accountable too. I can be like, oh, hey, you're watching me, but you didn't comment on the thing I just asked you to. And then I can yell at you directly in the chat room of YouTube. Alright, folks, I'm getting out of here. I want to thank anybody who joined me. Sightings on 18 Whales. Who's that? Chuck and Stu, thank you for coming in to the chat room tonight on YouTube. I did not advertise this. This was just thrown together literally within 1 hour of before I started. So we're leaving now. You guys have a good night. This is the Game Vet episode. And it will be advertised as that. I will put up some advertisements and a link to his channel. And you can find him on my featured channel already. If you go to my YouTube homepage and click featured channels, you'll see Game Vet on there. Wait, do you want people... Is Game Vet the name of your channel or is... Oh no, which one do we go to? Go to Sightings on 18 Whales, right? Because Game Vet is a different thing, right? Or did you change it over? I don't know. Just go to Sightings on 18 Whales, and from there you can branch off if you have to, folks, okay? That's what you gotta do. Blue Chicken! That's alright, Blue. Thanks for showing up, buddy. We're actually leaving. We just had Game Bet on for about an hour, so if you want to go back and listen to that, he has some great experiences that he talked about, and it was so much fun. I love having him on, so we will have him on again. But we're going to spread him out, because if you hear all of his stuff at once, then you're going to, you're not going to be as interested, and then I'm going to have a heart attack. So I got to spread it out for my health. It's not for you guys. It's for my health. I just wanted to be more macho and not tell you. Okay. Blue, you go get better at the hospital. Chuck, go visit Chuck's group on Facebook. It is called You Are Too Weird, You Are Banned. It's getting huge. He's got well over 1,000 people in there already. Everyone's going crazy. It's all paranormal stuff, all crazy stuff. Get over there, check that out. Stu Gerson, I don't know if you have a channel, buddy, but get one and we'll promote it here too. Alright, you guys have a good night. I'm getting out of here. I have to work tomorrow, alright? Oh, it's only 9? That's not too bad. Alright, we started late. Take care. Check back tomorrow night for a new live stream of The Unknown. And thank you guys so much for every night that you come in and check out. 1.5 thousand people on Chuck's Facebook group. Get over there and become 1.6. And then 2.0. And then taking over the world is the next step. All right, I got to go. Love you guys. We will be back tomorrow night with Creepyville. 30 maps that will blow your mind. And a few more surprises. Take care, everybody. This is Rick from Paranormal Theory on the Unknown. And we will see you next time. Bye.